Welcome to Legion Builds, where I guide you on how to bring some of your favorite characters into Dungeons & Dragons. If you like this build, make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build on YouTube or Spotify each week. Hey guys, before we begin, I'd like to thank my very first Patreon supporter, Cody. Cody is cool. Cody can also now vote in polls to decide new characters each week. More benefits are coming, including a Discord and character sheets for all of my builds, and all of this $1. I know if I want to get help with this channel, I need to charge more, but you guys are awesome, and I know money can be tight, so for supporting me, I want you guys to have it all. I made this channel because I wanted to find ways of helping people improve their tabletop gaming experience, and it means the world to me to have any supporters, really, on any platform. So thank you, Cody, for supporting this channel. Now on to the show. Today, we're bringing in everyone's favorite hairy feral mutant, James Howlett, aka the Wolverine. A vicious fighter known for claws and near immortality. I say near immortality because even he admits there are actually ways of killing him. Wolverine is a veteran of countless battles and is now known as one of the greatest fighters in the Marvel Universe. Armed with enhanced senses and retractable claws capable of cutting through just about anything, Wolverine is someone you don't want to mess with. So let's see if we can do that today. For today's build, we'll be using the Player's Handbook, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, and Monsters of the Multiverse. We're using Standard Point Array to help you use other methods of character building, such as dice rolling, and we are multi-classing, but guess what? You don't have to worry today. Both classes use the same stat, so keeping an eye on the minimum is not really a problem. We'll start things off with Strength at 15. Your regenerative abilities allow you to maintain a constant state of near perfect physical capabilities. Con will follow at 14. Your abilities have granted you advanced healing, but you still feel pain. This has led you to manage pain and focus in a way few can understand. Dex will be next at 14. You weigh over 300 pounds, but your muscles allow you to maintain good agility and speed. Wisdom will be 12, though this should probably be higher because of your senses. They are amazing after all, but it's what we got. We'll fix that in a second. Intelligence will follow at 10, and we're dumping charisma. Not many people like you because you are the best at what you do, and what you do isn't pretty. And that doesn't help you make friends or really enjoy life. Wolverine is a mutant, one with animal qualities. Shifter, found in Monsters of the Multiverse, is somewhat hairy, half-beast humanoid. Make yourself 5 feet tall and it's perfect. Place +2 into Con and +1 into Strength. Bestial Instinct grants you a free skill. Grab Survival. Dark Vision allows you to see in darkness out to 60 feet. Shifting allows you to awaken your feral side with a bonus action. This change will last for 1 minute or until you die, or you just decide to stop it. When you change, you gain temporary hit points equal to 2 times your proficiency bonus, and you can shift a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus between long rests. When you choose this race, you choose the form of your shift. Wild Hunt gives you advantage on all wisdom checks, and no creature within 30 feet of you can make an attack roll at advantage against you unless you are incapacitated. Okay, your senses are now somewhat heightened. Fixed it. For background skills, grab Nature and Insight. Since you generally fight without body armor or a shirt, we're going to start things off with Barbarian. For skills, grab Perception and Athletics. Level 1 Barbarians start things off with Unarmored Defense. When you're not wearing armor, your AC is now 10 plus Dex plus Con, starting you off with a 14. Now, if you're wondering why we went with Barbarian over Monk because he is a martial artist, remember, adding Con to your AC means you are taking the hits, but you are ignoring them, while Wisdom adding to your AC means you're capable of dodging them. So that is why we went with Barbarian over Monk. Rage unleashes your fury and enhances your fighting skills when not wearing heavy armor. When you enter a rage with a bonus action, you can now have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. You gain a bonus damage when you use strength-based attacks, and finally you have resistance to slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning damage. Your rage lasts for 1 minute and will end early if you fall unconscious, do not take damage since your last turn, or don't cause damage since your last turn. You start off with 2 rages per long rest, and your rage bonus damage starts off at a 2+. Level 2 Barbarians gain Reckless Attack. When you make your first attack, you can choose to attack recklessly, granting yourself advantage on the attack, but you are no longer paying attention. All attacks against you until the start of your next turn are at advantage. Oh wait, nope. If you shift, no creature can have advantage against you. Danger Sense enhances your senses and reflexes once again. You now have advantage on dex saves when you can see what is causing the save, as long as you're not blinded, incapacitated, or deafened. Level 3 Barbarians receive Primal Knowledge, granting you another skill from the Barbarian skill list. Grab Animal Handling. You also receive your subclass, and it's time to finally get your claws. Heading over to Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, Beast Barbarians can gain animal weapons that count as simple weapons for you. Form of Beast grants you claws when you enter a rage. These claws deal 1d6 slashing damage, and you gain a special bonus attack when you take the attack action, meaning you can now attack twice with a single attack action. These are generally described as actual claws coming out of your fingers and not pointed bones ripping out of your hands, but reflavoring is a wonderful thing. I personally would not have a problem if these are knuckle claws over finger claws. You now have 3 rages per long rest. Okay, it's time to improve your fighting skills and senses a little bit more with a new class. Level 1 fighters start things off with a fighting style. Blind fighting grants you blind sight out to 10 feet. Within that range, you can see anything that isn't behind total cover, even if you are blinded or deafened. This includes invisible creatures or in magical darkness, unless they can successfully hide from you. But in your shifter, you have advantage on perception checks, so good luck hiding from you. Second Wind heals you with a bonus action by 1d10 plus your fighter level once per short or long rest. Level 2 fighters now have Action Surge. This gives you an adrenaline rush, granting you a free action once per short or long rest, meaning with your claws you can now attack 4 times. Level 3 fighters gain their subclass, and you've seen more battles than any other Avenger or X-Men, with the exception of Thor, so we're making you a Battle Master. Combat Superiority grants you superiority dice. These are 4d8s that you can use to enhance your attacks with maneuvers. You start off with 3 maneuvers, and to perform a maneuver, you must burn 1 superiority dice. For those maneuvers, Lunging Attack increases your claw's reach by 5 feet as you leap at the enemy, dealing extra damage equal to superiority dice if you hit. Menacing Attack lets you scare the hell out of someone that you've hit. This is that thing you like to do where you scream in their face after you stab them. Why do you do that, by the way? Seems kind of weird. You just stab them. They should already be afraid. After adding the superiority dice to the damage, if you hit, you force a wisdom save. Should they fail, they are now frightened of you till the end of your next turn. The DC is 8 plus proficiency plus strength modifier. Once frightened, they now have disadvantage on all skill checks and attack rolls as long as they can see you. Oh, that's why you do it. Okay, I get it now. Repose allows you to attack with a reaction when a creature misses you with an attack, adding the superiority dice to the damage should you hit. You can only use 1 maneuver per attack, and you regain all used superiority dice at the end of a short or long rest. Student of War gives you proficiency in an artisan tool of your choice. I don't normally talk about this one because you're just using my build for NPCs and bad guys, but there are those that are players and want to roleplay these characters. You've lived long enough and it hasn't been all butt kicking. Turns out Wolverine likes poetry and memorializing his friends who have died, so go ahead and take whatever you want. Level 4 fighters earn our first ability score improvement. Place this into Con for better AC and health. Level 4 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement. We're going to grab a feat. Slasher, found in Tasha's, adds +1 to Dex and improves attacks made with a slashing weapon, like your claws. Once per turn, when you hit with a slashing weapon, you can now reduce the speed of the creature you hit by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. When you score a critical hit with a slashing weapon, you cut them so deep that they now have disadvantage on attack rolls until the start of your next turn. Level 5 Barbarians gain Fast Movement. Now when not wearing heavy armor, your movement is increased by 10 feet. You also gain Extra Attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action. Combined with your Claw's bonus attack, you can now attack 3 times with a single action or 6 times with an action surge. Level 6 Beast Barbarians receive Bestial Soul. First, your claws are now magical, meaning they're beating resistances. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can gain one of the following abilities till you finish another short or long rest. You can gain a swimming speed equal to your walking speed and can breathe underwater. You gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed and can climb difficult surfaces including upside down, or you can increase your jump distance a number of feet equal to an athletics check once per turn. I should point out, Wolverine does not like water. He's not afraid of it. His bones mean he can't swim, meaning he's constantly drowning. So go with the climbing or jumping. You now have 4 rages per long rest. Level 5 fighters gain nothing. You do get extra attack here, but you already have it from Barbarian, and I'm sorry to say it doesn't stack yet. Level 6 fighters earn another ability score improvement, Max Out Con, for a better AC and maximum health. Level 7 Battlemaster fighters receive Know Your Enemy. You can now spend 1 minute outside of combat observing or interacting with another creature. After that minute, you learn 2 pieces of information compared to your own, such as strength score, dex score, con score, AC, current HP, total class levels, or total fighter levels. When you ask, the DM will say if those pieces of information are equal to, superior to, or inferior to your stats. Not gonna lie, one of my favorite Wolverine comics was where Wolverine spent the whole issue just studying 4 guys. When he was done, he walked up to them and told them a story about 4 men he ended, only for them to realize he was telling them how he was going to body them. Great issue. You also receive 2 more maneuvers. For those maneuvers, pushing attack forces a strength save on a creature you hit. After adding the superiority dice to the damage, should they fail the save and are a size large or smaller, they are pushed back 15 feet. Sweeping attack allows you to hit an enemy close by to someone you've hit with your claws. Should the second target be within 5 feet of the original, and the original hit would hit their AC, they take damage equal to the superiority dice. Finally, you now have 5 superiority dice. Level 8 fighters earn another ability score improvement. We're going to grab another feat. Skilled gives you 3 skills or tool proficiencies of your choice. You've been around a long time, so we need to grab some more skills. Grab Stealth, Medicine, and History. Level 9 fighters now have Indomitable. You can now re-roll fail saving throws, including death saves, once per long rest. Level 10 Battlemaster fighters gain Improved Combat Superiority. Your superiority dice are now D10s. You also learn 2 more maneuvers. Brace lets you use your reaction to attack a creature that comes within reach of you, adding the superiority dice to the damage should you hit. Ambush lets you add your superiority dice to a stealth check or initiative roll if you are not incapacitated. Level 11 fighters receive another extra attack, and this one does stack. You now attack 3 times normal, 4 times with your claws, all with a single action. Level 12 fighters earn another ability score improvement. Bump up strength for better attacks and damage. Level 13 fighters now have another use of Indomitable, meaning you can now re-roll 2 failed saves per long rest. Our final level is Level 14 fighters, and you earn our final ability score improvement, Cap Off Strength. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 20, Dex 14, Con 20, Intelligence 10, Wisdom 12, Charisma 8. Your total levels are Barbarian 6, Fighter 14. Time to take a look. You're pretty damn good in combat. Your claws are dealing 1d6 plus 7 with rage, attacking 4 times with a single action, can add a d10, you can give yourself advantage. Oh, and your attacks are magical. When you hit a creature, you can automatically reduce their speed by 10 feet, you can push them back 15 feet, frighten them, attack a second target next to them, extend your reach to 10 feet, attack them if they get close to you, or attack them if they miss you. You're also an expert hunter and survivor. You have advantage on perception, insight, medicine, survival, and animal handling skill checks. You can have advantage against you. You can see in the dark, have blind sight out to 10 feet, can climb any surface or increase your jump distance by an athletics check, which is adding plus 11 before you roll, and you have advantage on all strength-based checks and saves, as well as advantage on dex saves. Finally, you have an AC of 17, you have a resistance to all melee weapon damage types, and have a total health of 231, taking the average. Downside. Firstly, most of your special abilities rely on one of two features being active. Both of these, Rage and Shift, are bonus actions, so both can't be activated the same turn. You only have 4 rages per long rest, and that's the only way you'll be able to deal magical damage. You're also a frontline fighter, and while you can use ranged weapons, they will not benefit from rage and will not be magical. Finally, your charisma save is bad, and your intelligence save is a 0, so you're gonna be controlled a lot, which happens in the comic books a lot too. Huh, okay, I guess I got that right, huh? This is a great frontline build, but you need to rely on your team to provide cover and protection from the things you can't defend against. Thank you for joining me once again. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build each week. Over on Patreon today, you can vote to see who comes in next. Will it be Spawn, Abe Sapien from Hellboy, Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod from Highlander, or Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star?